Senior Vice President David Andel of the St. Louis Federal Reserve Branch recently made news in the US when he said that he was going to start using XRP. He talked a lot about how Ripple could be used to process payments, especially since we're on. As David Andel himself put it, it has been emphasized that if this event causes XRP's value to rise significantly, possibly hitting $10,000, the Fed could give its payment duties to a third party such as Ripple. It's important to remember that this Federal Reserve move wasn't a surprise a few weeks ago. Or maybe it was a month ago, the Federal Reserve put out a formal statement admitting that XRP and XLM could help improve the blockchain part of their feed right now. Payment, as long as the focus is on Ripple, which is known for its open source financial technology and creative ways of making foreign payments. Adding Ripple's technology to the FedNow payment service is likely to have a big impact on raising the value of XRP to levels that have never been seen before. Give me a good smash before we start. To become a part of our group, it feels like clicking the subscribe and notifications buttons. Let's start. We're going to talk about Ripple's relationship with the Federal Reserve right now. This was officially announced on the federalreserve.gov website. The US Path to Faster Payments report's first part talks about the Faster Payment Task Force method, which names Ripple as a major partner in their work with the Federal Reserve to find payment solutions. In the paper, it is made clear that Ripple can facilitate real-time foreign payments, which usually take 2 to 4 days with limited tracking and fees. Ripple changed all of this because it allows for instant settlement and full visibility into the state of payments and fees. And we also heard that Ripple and the Federal Reserve have added domestic payments to the list of things they do together. There is a lot of evidence to back this up, and people should read about the relationship between the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, and the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority. An excerpt from the study talks about how this affects the domestic payment system. Enhancements are another interesting feature Ripple has talked about in the paper. Ripple's decentralized peer-to-peer settlement framework is likely to replace current fund transfer systems because it focuses on offering a free real-time settlement infrastructure around the world. This is an important implementation at the core of payment processing. The Federal Reserve will accept it and make it work, which shows that there were early signs of this happening. A Federal Reserve show on Fox News about a year ago talked about the growth of the digital US dollar. And the Ripple image was shown very clearly during that part. Additionally, groups like the Federal Reserve Board, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the Bank of International Settlements have admitted that Ripple works in secret. Partners show that they are interested by listing. With Ripple's technology, we can learn more about the interesting world of worldwide. It is clear that the Bank of International Settlements controls a large portion of the world's wealth. It's interesting that Ripple has joined this market. You can read a statement from the Department of the Interior that quotes top council member at the Frederickshire Board of Governors, Jess Chan. The Deputy General Counsel at Ripple can tell people who are interested in this project more about the details. There are a lot of moving parts in this case that need to be unpacked. That is, however, just the beginning. What I'm about to say might come as a surprise. A lot of you went to the Federal Reserve not long ago. Banks have been warned that pressures in the real estate market could cause them to lose money. It's interesting to note that rising interest rates have been talking about this with several partners since early March. Also, it looks like BRICS are in the EU. The EU has even said that the XRP will be the base for the new digital euro, which will use the XRP to handle money transfers. One report can be found in the notebook. This claim is supported, and it seems like the value of XRP is about to go through the roof. A well-known expert thinks it will quickly rise to $5.50, and if it becomes popular around the world, it could go up to $10,000. This idea was first thought of by Arthur Brito, one of the co-founders of Ripple. As we watch the video, it's clear that the XRP story is quickly shifting and is no longer about the SEC vs. Ripple battle that we are currently watching. Breaking news says that the digital currency backed by BRICS Central Bank will be a major global financial tool, and Ripple's large network can be seen in every British country. British countries have made up their minds that they want to work with Ripple to build their central bank digital currency on the XRP system. Let's start our tour of the country we'll be looking into in Brazil, where a revolutionary breakthrough has been made with the help of Ripple. With the launch of Brazil's new crypto-on-demand liquidity service scheme, a big step has been taken. We are now going to talk more about the country's financial technology scene and look at Russia's full records, which show a change in approach. Given that President Putin told SWIFT to stop using the US dollar and the petrodollar in order to move away from them, there has been a clear change in Russia's payment system in favor of Ripple Labs. It is the goal to make a Russian CBC. This action gets around the SWIFT ban by using the decentralized structure of the XRP record and the central bank's digital currency. It also makes sure that Russia will continue to be a part of global financial changes. Pay attention to India, we can see effects in front of another big project. This project, which is the main force behind India's big plan for digital currencies, is a big step toward India becoming a fully GL country. Ripple Labs technology is what makes global CBDC possible. But that's not the end of the story. With Ripples, China has also joined the fight to get a foothold in the market for digital currencies released by central banks. This partnership shows how Ripple is becoming more important in Africa's banking world. The story is like the 2022 African blockchain study, which talks about how CBCs are becoming more important on the XRP ledger across the continent. The paper also says that XRP and Ripple can be used to pay in South Africa, more than a dozen other African countries. Finally, the ledger's growing importance in Africa's banking system is shown by how widely it is used and how it is processed. This suggestion by Brian Cement was included in a recent report by BRICS. XRP is the best digital currency for payment service, knowing that XRP is a major player in the financial world. The recent events have led many people to guess what the price of XRP will be. And some of the most interesting predictions have come from well-known financial experts who say the price of XRP will hit $500. It makes you want to take a better look. We found an interesting source chat after doing some research. A very good AI called GPT said that the prices of 4 cryptocurrencies, XRP, Ethereum, Cardano, and Ripple, would rise by an amazing 100,000% by 2024. Based on how much XRP is worth now, this estimate shouldn't come as a surprise, especially when you think about Arthur Brito's co-founder of Ripple point of view, who says he thinks XRP was meant to reach $10,000. But it also talks a lot about how XRP can be used on a large scale. What does DOL 500 mean in this case? It means meeting the financial needs of the world's projected 7.5 billion people. In the grand scheme of things, DOL 500 is just a step. Still, knowing how much XRP is really worth, reaching the goal price of $110,000 was a huge accomplishment, because XRP needs a lot of money to flow through it and be able to be used all over the world. Ledger backs up this trend even more. Officially, 21 countries have chosen not to use the US dollar anymore. As AI is used more closely by virtual organizations to make CBDCs, it looks like more and more central banks are working with Ripple and, more importantly, integrating the XRP ledger. This change in the XRP ledger is proof of this. And to their business methods, the fact that the central bank of Dubai just 3 days ago decided to fully allow the use of XRP shows that things are changing. Dubai is just one more example of how XRP is being used and adopted around the world. Please remember me, I don't have a license to be a financial advisor. The content of these videos is only meant to be watched for fun. People who watch my videos should always do their own study and talk to experts before making any financial decisions. Thanks a lot if you like the movie. Please pay attention, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click the sign up button. Make sure that the alerts are turned on to be the first to know when new content that I'm excited to watch